America, you're back again. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the big show on Sunday evening. Everyone in America, good to see you again. We also have friends in the UK and a few of them around the world. If you guys are tuning in, we really appreciate it. Welcoming back some of my good friends over here to my right. Hold on, this way. Over to my right, it is the host of Pissed Off Parent, Dwayne Ward. You guys know him, Dwayne Ward. And if you are a regular on the Big Show podcast, you probably noticed the guy there. That is Rich Massa from Orlando, Florida. Good friend of the show and a good friend of mine. Just popping his biceps. He's a certified personal trainer and a wellness coach in the Florida market. A good friend of mine. Richie, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you again.
I'm just sitting here with bells on and my drink. That's it.
Yeah, yep. I was gonna ask you what's in the cup. What's in the cup? I mean, it looks like either iced tea or bourbon.
No,
Diet Coke.
It's Sunday, so just rum, Diet Coke, just a little relax on dad talk today.
Yeah,
a little chill.
Yeah, that's right. And Dwayne, how was your week, buddy?
It was pretty good. I'm still 6 feet above ground versus below ground, so you get my age. That's all you can hope for. Just having a great week alive and breathing. How about you, sir?
Doing well, man. It was a pretty good week. Here in Texas, it rained like a mother today. I don't know if it rained where you guys were at, but so I guess Texas is pretty known for their flooding. I keep hearing about flooding.
Area. Yeah, well,
in my area.
Down in your area, you'll get more of that. Up in the DFW area where I'm at, you really won't. But in Texas, everything's flat. So and they didn't put any thought into rainwater runoff. So if it starts to rain just a little bit, one, no one can drive. And two, you see an arc float by. I mean, that's pretty much how it works here.
Yeah. I'm down near the San Antonio area in hill country down here, and it does seem like everyone's warning me that if it rains really hard, do not try to take your car through that water because you'll be up to your windows. And listen, I'm from Florida. We know all about rain and water down in Florida. And we don't really get a whole lot of flooding and stuff because we kind of proactively know that's coming,
Yeah. It's all good.
So today's show, I don't know if you guys caught today's show though. We're gonna have a really fun show today. It is the unwritten rules of being a man.
Yes.
So I don't know around what age this gets instilled into us, but there is a time in every man's life when he gets out there in the world and he's hanging out with his boys, that there are unspoken, unwritten rules of becoming a man. And for ladies, you may not understand this, but this is absolutely true. We don't get together in meetings and talk about this. No. We don't write books and read it. There's no studying this in the history classes or in grade school. It's just when you're a man, you understand there are certain rules to being a man. There are rules that you follow because men are about structure and discipline. And there are rules that you never break. And if you break the rules, you must hear from them with great, great detriment from your boys. You will not only be clowned for many of these, but certainly chastised. And in some extreme cases, as men will know, you could be excommunicated from the group.
Excommunicado. Yeah.
We might even just disown you altogether. And if you break some of the really bad cardinal rules, or if you, how do I say this? In terms of women and stuff, there are certain women that are off limits. Yep. Certain women that you just do not approach, just do not go after. And if you do, you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
You'll be non-binary.
That's right. You are non-binary.
or you're going to win a swimming trophy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, these are written into the DNA. I mean, I had a chance to peruse the list a little bit, and I don't know. I mean, I can't imagine any guy breaking any of these rules because it's in the DNA. You just instinctively know you don't do this. You do this.
Correct.
You do this. I mean, have you ever heard of a guy breaking any of those?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There are guys who break those rules, and me and Rich, we used to run together in the crowds back in the day, and we would just let people freaking have it. Depending on the rule, we just let you have it. And we'll tell you, hey, man, you can't do that effing stuff. That's bro code. That's guy code. Well, let's just get right into it, because I've got myself a long list of stuff right here. And yeah. Oh, wait, I shot it to Richie. Richie's looking at the list right now.
Wait,
a lot of rules.
He thought there was a short list for him.
Richie's used to the short list. Nobody. This is the big show. So this is a tall list. This is a tall, handsome, and strong list right here. This ain't no short, little, puny, I'm in a little Italian kind of a list. No. This is a hefty list.
Okay.
So the first unwritten rule of being a man is do not crowd next to each other when using their urinal in a bathroom. If a bathroom has 5 urinals, that means that bathroom has 3 urinals. Yep. So that's the first one.
And then know which one the order that you fill them up in. The guy either takes the far left, not the rich size one, but the far left, right, and then middle, and then under no circumstances do you do the middle two. You just don't. You guys have stories where someone's actually done that?
We do, and here's an illustration of what not to do in this world. Like, every guy knows that if there's 3 urinals or 5, the middle one is off limits, bro. Yeah. It's off limits. Okay?
It's usually the cleanest toilet.
It is. It is usually the cleanest toilet. So that is definitely rule number 1. I mean, you guys agree with that one, right? That's an easy one. That's an easy one.
That's a definite. I mean, I would love to hear from anyone out in the crowd there if anyone's broken it, if they weren't aware of any of these rules. For the ladies, if any of these rules surprise you, I'd love to hear about those, because when you said that bro code's been broke, any of the, I'm actually in shock. So I'm waiting for the, wow. Okay.
Richie, look who's on. Look who's on, Richie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good old Jesse. Yes, Jesse, you're on the tall list. So here's another unspoken guy rule that follows right along with the first one. There are no communication in public bathrooms.
Exactly. No talking, number 1.
No talking.
Number 2, I want to also add on to the last one and merge it in with this one, is if there's 5 and the 3 are taken, you wait until one of those 3.
You hold it.
Hold it. You don't go to that. The middle 2 are off. Those are taken. You wait until the beginning, middle, or end are open. That's when you wait.
Right. Definitely.
And I'm going to take it even further than this. No looking around while peeing in a public restroom. You keep your eyes straight and you stare at the wall until you are done.
Yeah, there's blinders. You do not move. Yeah,
you do not look and tell the guy he has a nice watch. Do not looking down and tell him he has a nice watch.
Yeah, no. I do remember, now you bring this one up, I do remember at work, I went to the urinal, some guy went in the crapper, and he says, hey, Dwayne, and I said, dude, we're in the bathroom. Yeah. He shut up, and then all was cool, but I was like, whoa, who the hell raised this guy?
That's right. Eyes straight, boys. Keep your eyes straight. So moving away from the bathroom, because those are 3 really good rules that, I mean, most men should know that. I mean, if
you don't need to pull your pants down.
Well, no one told me that.
Oh. And guys, it's
of course he's going to agree.
It's a pistol, not a Winchester. Stand up a little bit closer to the urinal. That is one of my pet peeves. I walk there and it's like, oh my God, what the hell happened? Was it like a vagina exploded in here? It's like, you got a pistol, not a Winchester. Anyway, I'm sure there's probably others, but that's one of my pet peeves.
More guy rules. This is an obvious one too. If you guys are out, all right. If someone buys you a beer, you buy the next beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
It's unspoken. Like I can see, I can read your guys' face. Like, yeah, that's obvious. Absolutely.
Yeah.
These are unspoken rules. If someone buys you a beer, you buy the next beer.
Yeah.
Another one too. When you're out, when you're with your friends, doesn't matter where.
Okay.
But never make fun of another man's career
In front of people.
That's right. In front of people.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. If you're with your boys and you want to harp on them, different. If he's with a woman, if he's with guys you don't know, you don't clown your boy on his career.
No.
Ooh. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
If you are out and someone throws up a high five, never ignore the high five.
Yeah. Virtual,
Never leave a man hanging for a high five, man.
Yeah. Virtual or in person, it's always.
You always got to give the high five. You got to give the high five.
Got to do the high five.
This one right here, when Richie and I were running back in the day, and we were out and we see a fine young lady in the club,
All right.
we would call dibs. We would call dibs. And the reason why we call dibs is because you never go after a girl your friend is already going after. Unspoken guy rule.
Yeah.
Never go after a girl.
I have noticed a lot of guys don't follow that rule anymore.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Really?
a lot of guys they don't follow that.
That shit's sacred. I mean, that's
bro.
I even see
That's
my
a
boy
godfather.
look too long at a girl. She's off. Unless we're like, okay, we flip a coin, but you just don't you don't go after your boy's girl. That's it.
I mean, if you look for a while, you're like nowadays you're checking: is there an Adam's apple? Is there a
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Now hang on, unless
Oh wait,
Unless-
maybe on the
hang on.
table. Oh, that's on the table for him. Okay. Find out about Rich.
unless you make a bet with your friend, then
Okay.
you're allowed to go after his girl, right, Jim?
Okay.
Yeah. It's true. That's true. Oh, and also, Rich,
Yes. Yes.
if you make a bet with your friend,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and you make a bet with, I don't know, maybe another friend named Jesse,
Oh.
and I say, Jesse, your girl is hot, bro. Okay, and if I do, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna tell the freaking story. Jesse, F you, bro. F you. For 25 years, bro, you owe me. You owe me, man.
Did you
Richie.
Did you see that setup?
Oh, that was a sweet layup, buddy. I'm like LeBron James. I'm like dunking that shit. So let me tell you what happened. Okay, let's take a little time travel back in time. About 25 years ago, Jesse Harmon was dating a girl named Wendy. Fine little blonde. I don't know how someone so goddamn ugly could get a girl so damn fine. But Jesse used to pull. Jesse can pull some tail, bro.
Yes.
He can pull some tail. And she was all about the big show. But I didn't do anything, Jesse. I didn't do nothing. I did nothing. And I made my little jokes and stuff. And Jesse was like, "Oh, I hate you," and whatever.
She did something. She gave you a little foot massage.
She did. That's right. We were out at like freaking some fast food restaurant, and she ran her foot up my leg, and I was like, "Bro, you gotta check your girl, bro.
Yeah.
Check your girl." So Jesse was this other girl comes to the club, and her name was Buffalo. We called her Buffalo because she was from Buffalo, New York. Remember her?
Okay.
I don't remember her. I don't remember her real name. But we just call her Buffalo. Okay, she was fine too. She did not look like a buffalo. We just call her Buffalo because she was from New York. And Jesse comes to my bar because I was bartending at the time, and I was talking to Buffalo. Hold on. Jesse said some shit. What do you say? Let me see your work. Let me see your footwork work. Maybe that's song. Let me see you work. Let me see your footwork work. Oh
She
shit.
gave Jimmy's boys a foot massage.
So Jesse was like, "Hey man, you know her?" I was like, "Yeah, I know her. She's from so and so, blah blah blah." Jesse was all about her. He was smitten over her. So I said to Jesse, "I tell you what, bro. No. Jesse's the one. Jesse's the one that said to me.
He offered. I was about to.
Yeah, he offered. Yeah. Because it's against guy code if I was to offer. So I said nothing. Jesse comes to me and he says to me, "If you get me Buffalo's number, you can have Wendy." I was like, "Freaking deal."
All right.
I got Jesse the digits. Jesse went out with Buffalo, and I was like, and then what happened? Jesse was like, listen, bro, I know I told you that you could get with my girl, but yeah, man. I mean, I just don't think that's cool. And I was like, oh, dog.
Damn,
You know what
bro.
Jesse did there? You guys ever see John Wick?
Yeah.
This is what Jesse did. Jesse got an order from the high table, and then he pulls out the little medallion with the thumbprint in it and says, "You owe me." That's what he did. He pulled the medallion on my boy.
He did.
All right.
He freaking
the
did.
marker.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Hang your head in shame, Jesse Harmon. Hang your head in shame.
So he used bro code
He did.
against an unwritten contract. And of course,
That's right.
bro code, the high table, wins everything.
Right.
It trumps everything.
That's right.
Even though Jim was in his legal right.
I was in my legal right, man. I did not approach this. Of course, he thinks he is.
John Wick dies in the end, by the way.
Yeah,
You're John Thick.
You're John Thick, you fat ass.
John Wick.
Yeah, do some damn push-ups, bro. I mean, God.
You couldn't even see your dick in the urinal from 2 jokes ago.
He's reaching under his fupa trying to find it somewhere.
He has a dicky do. That means his belly goes past his dicky does.
That's right. So anyways, yes, I'm still bitter after like 25 years about this shit. And Wendy's probably out there somewhere. And Jesse, you owe me. I don't know where she is right now. She's probably still fine. You need to call her and tell her that she's owed to me. I don't know. I don't know if she's married. I don't know. But damn it, you owe me. You owe me a blonde, Jesse. You owe me a blonde.
Wow.
Blasphemy. Okay, let's keep going because this is bullshit. I'm already pissed off. All right, so next one. Never make fun of your friend's woman to his face. At least wait till they break up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's true.
No. Wait, what if she's like a 2? I mean, if it's in the 4 or 5, 6, I mean, that's I get that. If it's 4, 5, 6, I can do that.
I'm breaking that rule.
Like a 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. I mean, that's more of a public service. I mean, really, like, you get beer.
It kind of is. It kind of is, man. Yeah, it definitely. And you know what? I mean, on that topic too, you kind of have a duty to tell your friend that she is butt ugly if he's trying to take her home, because beer goggles is a son of a bitch.
Hey, hang on a second. Hold on. I got a little pushback on this. If your circle, your bro code in your circle is strong enough, that guy's not even going to bring that girl around his boys because he knows the tongue lash he's going to get.
If you're in the desert, even a saltine tastes good.
You don't want to bring a saltine back to this desert.
You've been in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights.
I have a never-ending sandwich in my pocket.
Yeah, man. I remember we were all out clubbing. I think it was Shades nightclub called Shades in Jacksonville, Florida. The best nightclub that ever existed. I've been to a million of them. That nightclub was the jam.
All right.
When we used to go up in that biatch, we would get bar tabs and shit because we were the life of the party. No lies. I'm drunk off my ass this night, right? And I'm rapping with this girl that I would have given you 1,000. I would have told you this girl was a straight up 9. I would have swore on my first child this woman was a 9. She was not a 9. And we all rode together. In this van, right? We all got together, right? Because we don't let friends drive drunk, so we're all together. They can't find me, and they're looking for me. The night's about over. I am taking this chick out to the van to get her in the van to drive and get it on. Okay. I don't even have the damn keys to the van. I don't know how I plan on driving that thing. I go out in the parking lot. These guys are already in the van, sitting like this.
Oh, no.
I'm standing in front of the van as the headlights are on me. I'm like, bro, get out of the car. And they roll the window down, right? And they're like, Big Show, get in the car, bro. I'm like, dude, I'm taking this chick home. They're like, get in the car. And they get out of the car to come grab me, to force me and throw my big ass in the car. And I stop him and go, bro. And I'm drunk. I said, I said, all right, listen to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little drunk. And they're like, no shit. I'm like, it's true. It's true. And I'm going to ask you a serious question. I want you to give me a serious answer. This chick behind me, and I'm talking loud as shit. She can clearly hear me, but I don't think she can hear me. I'm like, this chick behind me, she's freaking hot. Is she freaking hot? And then they look past my shoulder. They go,
nope.
I'm like, seriously, bro, I'm looking right at her. She looks hot as AF. They're like, I'm like, I should probably get in the car. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. I'll tell you later, chick. And I got in the car. I could not believe it, man. And I believe my boys. They told me straight up that chick was like a 4. Thank you, Richie. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for saving me, because I don't know what would have happened that day.
I'd saved you from a few mud ducks back in the day.
Oh my goodness, man. Beer goggles is a real thing. Yeah. A real thing. All right, let's go to the comment section. What we got? We got Bobby. Okay, while at work, I will bust up in the bathroom and say, hey, who wants me to help them find this thing?
So you've got the standard 2 comments you make when you go to the bathroom. You go, "Woo, this water's cold," and then deep. Yeah, I mean, you got to use those 2 in conjunction with each other. Yeah, I mean,
I remember there was this bathroom at work. I was working at a grocery store back when I was a teenager, and there was only 2 stalls. And every morning at the same time, 9:00, me and my boy George would go in there and just blow that bathroom up. We're the 2 people in the stalls, and we would be laughing and joking and stuff. And then when someone opens a door, we go complete silent, right? And you can hear the person's footsteps. And then he walk into the first urinal, and he stands in front of it, and you hear the door go. Grr, grr. And George goes, nope. And the guy walks in the second one. I see his feet. And I go, try back later. Oh my God, man. That's good shit. All right, Andy, what you got? Don't ask a woman her age or a man his salary. Hey, fair enough, dude. There's some good rules. Guys, ladies, if you've got some unspoken guy rules, put them in the chat. I want to read them right now. You guys tell me what your unspoken guy rules are. All right, so let's see. Here's one. When your friend gets dumped, it is your responsibility to get him laid or at least drunk. That's your responsibility. Yep. If your boy gets dumped, man, it's your responsibility to get him back in the game.
Yeah, wingman.
Another one. Here's one. Guys will know about this one. Never take a sip from another man's drink.
Ugh.
Someone's done that?
Yeah. Somewhere out there. Somewhere out there, someone's done that. Mm-hmm.
Even if they offer, you're like, ooh, no.
This is one that Dwayne came up with. If you come across a lemonade stand, you buy a lot of lemonade and you tip very well.
Yeah, well, I thought that was an unwritten rule, but apparently it isn't. But ever since I was born, I mean, what you do is if you see a kid in a lemonade stand, you go up there, you buy as much or as well. It just depends. You flip them a 20, 50, 100, whatever. You overpay like crazy. You don't have any change there. You make a big deal out of it. You pump the kid up. And then you get in your car, drive down the street, out of sight. You dump all the crap out because you don't want to know that lemonade, and then you move on about your day. It's an unwritten rule. Wait, Rich is confused by this. Wait, hold on.
Sounds like a Dwayne rule, not a man rule.
No, man, no. If you got a little kid,
What do you do? That's what you do. That's a rule.
I want to see that kid stepping on the lemons if I'm going to pay all that money.
Yeah. So. Nowadays, they don't make them from scratch. They go down to the grocery store and buy gallons of lemonade, and they give you overpriced lemonade.
Yeah, but they're being, they're trying to do business. They're at least not playing video games, sitting on their ass, doing whatever. They're trying to be entrepreneurial, and you make you do that. You make the kids month. I mean, they're going to probably remember that the rest of their life. It's a guy thing. It's what guys do. Who's this guy?
This next one is probably one of the top 3 unspoken guy rules that a lot of guys get wrong and they break, especially your douchebag guy friends.
Yeah.
And that is, don't ever try to outshine your friend when he's trying to impress a woman.
Yeah.
You're supposed to lift your boy up.
You're supposed to lift them up. Lift them high. Lift them up.
Lift them up so the girls can pull them down.
Amen. But there's always a Chad
Wow.
that his ego is so high and he has to brag about something, and you're just kind of give him the old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring up that one time that you took on, 20 ninjas to save a burning building at an orphanage or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
That's what you do.
And Chad's like, oh, I did 21 ninjas one time. Oh, yeah, I bet you did do 21 ninjas.
Wow, I'm shocked that has anyone ever broke that? I mean, the comments section, anyone? I mean, is this new news?
Yeah.
These are
that's happened to me a few times. Not with
really.
Well, yeah. Well, that was my close circle. But I've been out with when when they're not your close knit, but you're like your second or third knit, and yeah, they always have that one guy. But you're strong in the bro code. Like, okay, I'll let him have this one.
Richie, I know two guys we used to run with back in the day that would constantly break that rule. Can you name them?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Adam and Jason.
Yeah.
Especially Jason, if you're listening.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I've got a couple more too. I actually know two more who used to do it. Xavier would, he'd be romancing the stone. He was such a simp, that guy. And Zolt will do it.
Oh, you never, not that he could take him, but just not to make your girl feel uncomfortable. Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah, he was definitely something else. Yeah. All right. So next one is you never eat the last bite of anything that you did not pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're at a table, someone orders a couple apps, they show up, you all start munching, you didn't pay for that shit. The last one's laying there. You let that thing lay there until it turns green and rots and dies. If you didn't pay for it, you never eat the last bite. Never eat the last bite.
Yeah, that's a hardcore rule. And then you offer to buy the next round.
Hey, Lauren Jackson's got a good one. Have we said stand up, look a man in the eye, shake his hand, and do not limp wrist? No, we did not. But that's a very good one. That's a very good one.
Oh, yeah, that
should be in the top. That should be a top 5 right
yeah.
there.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't put that one down because that's a good one. And you know what? And I have been sitting down having a conversation. Someone walks up and then they say, "Hey, this is Jimmy. Jimmy is so and so," and I've shook a hand and not stood up. And I go, "Oh man, I shouldn't do that." Now, in my defense, and I don't have a very good defense. Hold on, hear me out. In my defense, there is a small reason why I don't like to stand up and shake people's hand. It's because I'm kind of afraid that when I stand up next to them, that they think I'm trying to intimidate them because they're like, I'm just saying. I've had people, I see their face and they're like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, look how big is this fucking guy." All right. So, but nonetheless, it's Lauren is correct. You need to stand up, and I have been guilty of that from time to time. I don't do it often though. And
shake the hand. I don't give a shit if you're in a wheelchair, in the grave. It doesn't matter. You stand up, you look the guy dead in the eye, and you shake his hand, and you make it on the lower end of almost painful. Just the whole. It's got to be.
It has to be equal. You can't try to.
You can't go
just
over.
Match. Yeah. You just have to just match it, and that's it. And but when the guy keeps on going, then like now we have a problem. Now we have a problem here.
And it's kind of hard. I mean, at least for me to figure out the actual PSI of the handshake. And here's why, because I don't want to overly squeeze a guy's hand to express dominance and make it seem like I'm trying to be aggressive. But sometimes when I shake a guy's hand and he gives me a firm handshake that's clearly harder than mine, I go, "Oh man, this mother just gave me a more firmer handshake." And I just smile and say, "Hey, nice to meet you." And I'm like, this guy just crushed my hand. I want to do over, goddammit. I want to do over.
You got to say that. You'll be like, "Dude, I need a do over."
Hey, do over, bro. Do over. I didn't know you were going to go all freaking hardcore pressing on me and shit. Yeah. Okay, here's one. Here's
more because you're a bigger guy. They're probably like, "Oh shit, we got, Thor coming over here. We need to, bring a little something to the table." So maybe even come at it a little bit, But
yeah. So this next one, don't hate on me, ladies, but the ladies do this all the time. But for guys, you don't do this. And that is, don't be a leech. Pick up the bar tab when it's your turn. If you're broke, say you're broke or stay at home. If you're broke, ain't nothing wrong with being broke, man. We've all been there, but stay your broke ass at home. Don't be going out and expecting your boys to buy every round and you don't even tip. If you're broke, just say you're broke and stay at home.
Jesse.
Exactly.
Jesse Harmon.
Oh, damn. Their playground. Okay.
Poor Jesse. He's not allowed near playgrounds, so that's why he's all mad about that. He's not even allowed around him.
Yeah.
So here's one too, right? So let's say Dwayne and Richie call me up. Hey, yo, what you doing tonight? Nothing, bro. Let's go to the freaking, I don't know, Planet so-and-so, Crush. Let's go to Club Crush. Bro, I can't go tonight. Why not, bro? Bro, I am broke, man. I don't get paid on next Friday. I can't go. Listen, man, I got you tonight. You come out and I got you. That makes it okay because at least I disclosed and I said I can't. I'm broke. And if he offers, hey, I got you, it's okay. And then I should follow up with, cool, next time I'll get you.
Right. And
easy, man.
And you order reasonable drinks while you're there.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
Yeah, you order Old Milwaukee's Best, damn it.
Exactly. You're getting walkies, water.
Piss beer.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? Okay. Here's one. This, and I'm going to speak to the ladies. There is such a thing amongst us men that is a way of communicating that you ladies are not aware of. Men have this innate ability to say words with nothing more than a nod or a grunt. Here's what I mean. Every man knows that a nod up, that means, hey man, what's up? A nod to the right means, hey, I need to talk to you.
Right.
A nod to the left means, yo, check this girl out. And a nod down means, greetings, sir. You have my respect. That's what a nod up, left, and right means. Every guy knows that. Agree or disagree? Am I off by this?
Yeah.
Guys in the chat room, are you with me on this one? We know. What's up? What's up, dude? Respect. Yo, check that girl out, bro. Or, hey, man, come here. I need to talk to you. Right. We all know that's true. Okay. Here's an easy one. This one should be self-explanatory. Do not let your friend drive home drunk. Either you drive him home or you get an Uber for him. Yeah. But do not let your friends drive home drunk. That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Richie.
Uh-oh. Ooh, shit.
Richie.
Story time?
No,
let me tell you about Richie. Okay.
It's not story time. We have another rule coming up.
There are
short on time.
Let's just move this along. It's an hour-long podcast. Yeah.
I'm going to admit something that I've never admitted on air before. I'm going to admit something right now. Okay. I am a highly competitive man. I'll go toe to toe on the baseball field, football field, basketball court, whatever it is. I have made a grave mistake in the past. And that mistake was me thinking that I could outdrink that dude right there.
Okay.
I don't understand where this alcohol goes or what DNA.
What third leg it goes into?
What Italian blood runs through his veins. But I am now convinced that it is not 100% blood. It is about 78% blood and the rest is pure alcohol. At all times.
Right.
I have seen this man drink so much, and I have seen people, arrogant people, who like we go out, and I think we were in our late 20s at the time, and old boy was like 22. Christina's.
Yeah. Oh God, that was bad.
Christina's boyfriend, and he comes running at his mouth, and he tells Richie that he could outdrink Richie, and I went, oh. I was like, what was his name? Was Chris? Was his name Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. And I remember I said, bro, Chris, let me holler at you, bro. You don't want to do that, bro. He goes, no. I said, you don't want to do that, bro. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And I You know what? If I had time, I would share the pictures if I knew where they were, because they're on this computer of him drunk off of his ass after that competition. I got those pictures somewhere. Let me tell you something. He never drank again. That kid. He never drank again. I honestly don't know how he made it through the night. He was hurting. That dude was. He saw Jesus that night. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Jesus carried him to the light and said, "Son, it is not your time." And he came back to life, because that dude, I don't know what you did.
The first time I had Hayes Gym, at the end of the night, he was literally bleeding out of his nose from trying to keep up with me drinking. Yes.
I was
bleeding out of his nose. I was laughing. It was funny, but it looked like it hurt. It looked painful.
Do you guys ever get blackout drunk? Like you keep drinking, but you black out and you hear about it the next day?
Oh yeah. I remember Richie getting blacked out drunk, and I was dating Danielle at the time, and we threw your little midget rat bastard ass in the back of the car, and you were drunk off your ass, and we went over to Danielle's house, and when Richie woke up, he woke up literally to a house that he'd never been in. He has no idea where he's at. He's never been to Danielle's house. He's like, "Where am I?"
I thought I was kidnapped. I straight up thought I was kidnapped.
Where's my kidney?
I said, I'm looking at it. I'm not handcuffed. I don't know where I am. I have no idea. That's it. I'm going to die. I'm dying in this room today.
Yep. And what relief came over your body when you heard my voice in the next room?
Oh, my God. Because I was in my underwear. I was like, how did I get my underwear?
Probably tighty whities.
Yeah. No, I never in my life. I'm surprised I was wearing underwear that night.
Oh my God. Oh God. Yeah.
I have fist fought my buddy to take away his keys. An ass whooping is better than jail cell. Hey, man, you nailed it. You nailed it, man. Linda says right there. Bobby, what you got? Never really thought about the nods, but you're right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, remember that? Okay. Oh. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Everyone who is on Facebook and YouTube right now, tell me if you know what that is. Does anyone? If you know what that is, tell me if you know what that is.
Oh,
I think I have some. Give me a second.
Oh no, you cannot. I thought they outlawed it. That stuff is made from the devil. It's in devil. Look, you can't even pronounce that. That's how it's evil.
Eric.
It's Attic. See, it doesn't even sound right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Never.
I made my literal worst decisions on that stuff, and I've made bad ones. Oh.
Okay.
Has anyone listening to this show have you ever had this devil in a bottle right here?
You can't mix it with anything.
You can't.
You can't. You can't mix it with juice, soda, nothing.
Oh my God, it's awful.
You can't even use a mixer with something else. It sticks to it. It's pure evil, and you make very bad decisions. Oh, and I have the record. I had the record at the gym.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was bad.
Oh, dude. Bad. It smells just like black licorice.
Oh my God. Yes.
I'm getting flashbacks. It is. My God. Fuck. And this club we used to go to, the owner, Haney Sueda, he was Middle Eastern, and he used to order this stuff by the cases because it has like the Middle Eastern, writing on it, whatever. He used to order by the cases. And folks, whoever's listening, let me tell you something. I am not joking. I'm not exaggerating. This dude at this bar would take the top off, put a pour spout on the top, and literally go, "You come here," and hold it over your mouth as it pours into your mouth. There's no shot glasses like human being. There's no shot glasses like a civilized society. No. In this club, pour spout and uddick down your throat. And they would do like 5 to 10 counts. And don't let it be your birthday.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, God.
Don't let it be your birthday, because you ain't going to make it. You probably ain't coming home. You better call your mom and just to tell her that you love her, because you probably ain't going to make it. Your birthday was the worst. Usually a birthday is like a happy time. We would hide the date of our birth because that's how effed up you knew you were going to get. Am I lying, Richie?
No. Thank God there was no fucking Facebook back then. Excuse my language.
Oh my God. Jesse, am I lying?
He'll come up,
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten blackout drunk before. One of my more famous ones was friend of ours was getting married in New Orleans and down Bourbon Street, and it was an open bar. I blacked out about 8 o'clock. I'm not sure when, but then we got home at 2, 3 in the morning when, Bourbon Street shuts down, all that stuff. So I don't remember anything of what happened. I wake up the next morning and my wife is like, I'm like, hey, because I was blessed with no hangovers, and not until I turned 50, that's when I first started getting hangovers. Anyway, I'm like, oh, this is good night. We're at the hotel and everything, and she's like, you don't know what you did last night, did you? Let me tell you right now, nothing good starts when your wife tells you, do you know what you did last night?
That's true. That is true.
I'm laying there just whatever, and she goes, well, you got in the middle of the night and you pissed in that corner, and I'm like. No, I didn't. I don't remember any of that. And she's like, yeah, you did. So I walked over and tested the carpet. It was still warm. And
oh my God.
So apparently at some point at 3 in the morning, now again, I think this is a testament to my ability to hold my bladder because I didn't, pee the bed. I got up, walked in.
It's not much better.
And the TV's right here, and I'm standing pissing on the wall, and she's going, stop doing that, hit me. Everything.
Oh my God.
It's all over the place.
Oh my God.
Oh, your wife's hitting you with your dick out pissing. Oh,
I know.
That's a bad night. That was a bad night.
Bad
night.
You're not getting all that out too. Stepping in piss. Oh.
Hey, Rich, I got one for you. Did Richie tell the bartender beforehand to bring water for him instead of a drink? He didn't. Honestly, Bob, no capping. I swear to God, Richie would drink that stuff straight from the freaking bottle. When he was doing competitions, he would legit. It was all liquor.
It was
no cheating.
17 seconds.
Okay. I
17 seconds. Yeah.
I just need to know this one answer.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with this.
Remember the Clinton mask and strap on. Richie, you can take. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know.
I don't know that one. You're more of the strap-on guy than me.
Not me, dude. Not me. Don't pull me into this shit.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember what he's talking about. I don't. And I'm sure that probably there was something going on.
Was it Bill Clinton or Hillary Clinton?
My guess is Hillary because I heard she has a bigger dick than Bill.
Oh God.
Oh, so speaking of getting blacked out drunk, so Richie, I remember one night we were all driving. We always had this big huge van because we all load up in there and roll out and stuff. And after the club, we would go through a drive-through, like a Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever, something like that, because we're all just, drunk off of our asses. And Richie is a happy drunk. And I remember we're in this McDonald's line, and the line at 2:30 at night is just like wrapped around the building. And we're like, Richie, I dare you, Richie. I dare you to pull your pants down and go and hump the McDonald's sign. And he's like, I'll do it. And he pulls his pants down. He's wearing tighty whities. His pants are to his ankles. He's doing the duck walk past 3 cars. This dude's like, yeah, like I did a number 1 with a what the? And Richie goes up there. He's like, and he's just dry humping the sign. Dry humping.
I had it my way that night.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
And I was loving it.
Yeah. That sign was loving it.
Oh God.
It sure was. I miss the first time McDonald's ever got humped by a McNugget. All right, what else we got? I have apologized immediately the next morning from Red Bull and vodka as a time or two. Gosh, yeah, dude. Red Bull and vodka and sugar-free Red Bull was my drink, man. I remember hearing about all my drunken nights. Yeah. What is this? 4 Locos. Oh God, man, this shit is funny. Oh my God, dude. Speaking of partying naked, do we even want to tell some of these stories, bro?
No, not yet. We gotta save some of them.
Yeah, we gotta save for now. Another. One day, I'm going to tell them the pizza man story. When we order pizzas and I answer the door.
Oh my God, that's hilarious! Yes, save that. But on that note, I'm gonna go, guys. I gotta start getting ready for tomorrow morning. I'm gonna continue watching the show. I'm sorry.
Hit the last one. At least give him the last one.
All right. One more, then I'll go. One more.
Okay, hold on. Let me see where we're at. Oh, okay. Here's one. If you and a guy are passing each other in a tight hallway, it's a tight squeeze. Always go back to back, not front to back or back to front. This will help avoid awkward situations. Always go back to back when you got to squeeze to a guy, or at least tuck in your hard on. One of the two.
I thought you were going to do the last one, the last one on the list, if we had time for him.
Oh, the very last one. Okay. So yeah, before you go, I thought you were going to stay to the end, and the last one I had for you, Richie, and that is if your 5'6" Italian friend starts a dating profile and it says he's 6 foot. Damn it, he's 6 foot.
That's right.
That's right. Oh boy, has platform shoes like this tall.
And if your best friend says he's 6'6", he's 6'6", right, Jim?
Oh my God. You're such a tool.
Love you.
I'll see you
later.
Apparently, folks are enjoying it. We got a $5 donation. Thank you, B from O.
Appreciate you for the donations. All right, let's put on 2-speaker lay. Yeah, so the 6'6" joke. What he's talking about, guys, just to tell you what that's all about. He was saying that I'm really not 6'6". So he measured me one day, and he claims that I'm technically 6'5" and 7/8. He claims that I'm this far away from 6'6", and I did not make the mark. That is his claim. Honestly, I don't think anyone who's half a midget could even see that high, but that's what he claims. So
I'll tell him to apply the same rule to penis length.
You always round up, bro. You always rounded up.
Yeah, I round up.
I always round up. I was round to the next 6 inches exactly. All right. So unspoken guy rule number 30, whatever. Yeah. When you use a stud finder, you are obligated to hold the stud finder, chew your chest, and make a beeping noise. Beep, beep, beep. Looks like we found one.
Yep. It's a definite.
Guy rule, another guy rule, non-negotiable guy rule, by the way. Your friends' sisters are off limits. Guy rule.
Yeah. And
your friends' sisters are off limits.
Yeah.
What's that?
And spouses,
Oh yeah. I did not put this next one on there, but I just thought about it when you said and spouses. Here's the general rule, guys. And if you some of you guys don't follow this rule, shame on you. You'd be out of my club. But if your boy is dating a chick and they break up, you are not allowed to date his chick. Right. If you want to date his chick, you must get permission from the round table first.
That's it. Yes.
Before you ever even hit game on. Do not throw game at another man's chick. You go to him and you go, hey, bro, I know you and so not, going out anymore. What do you think? Are you okay with that? If he says he's not okay, then you move on.
Yeah.
There's 7 billion people on this planet, and half of them are women. You don't have to go after your boy's chick. Don't do it. This guy rule is definitely a guy rule. Always restrain from making eye contact when eating a banana. Don't even look at me, bro. As a matter of fact, if we're in the same room and I'm eating fruit and it happens to be a banana, I am going to break the banana into small bites and eat it like a, I don't know, like a small little popper or whatever. I am not putting a banana in my damn mouth in front of you guys.
Got it, yeah.
Okay, this next one. Don't snitch. Never snitch. Never indulge any information about your friends' transgressions to your girl or his girl for that matter. So even if like we know you don't tell his girl shit about him, but don't even tell your girl stuff about your boy because she will go and it'll circle back around. Never snitch on your boys.
Yeah. That's basic bro code right there. Yeah. You never, ever.
Bill on top of bar, nothing but boxers pouring uddick. Oh, is that what happened? So Bill Clinton was on top of the bar with nothing but boxers, and we were pouring. Jesse? Who did that? Was that you? Who was wearing? That's probably Jesse. My God, let me tell you about Jesse. He was always putting on some sort of costume and dancing. This dude's funny as hell. B, height depths on what C store you go in. Okay. Next one. Always bite popsicles in front of dudes. And don't buy any unripe bananas. Yeah, right. Definitely. Okay, so this is I don't know, this I guess this technically qualifies for guy rule. I'll go ahead and give it guy rule, but it's really more of a manly masculine type of rule, and that is when you and your girl are walking up the stairs, you always walk behind your girl. When you and your girl are walking down the stairs, you always walk in front of your girl. And the reason why, if you don't know, is when you two are walking up the stairs, if she ever falls backwards, you can catch her. Right. If you're ever walking down the stairs and she trips and falls forwards, she will fall on you and you can catch her. So you always want to make sure that you guys do that. If you didn't know, now you know. And Dwayne mentioned one before about the street. The street.
The street and the other one. But yeah, the street is, when you're walking down, the guy is always on the outside, walking down the street where the cars or whatever would be. And it was thought of that if something were to happen, the guy would take the brunt of it. I don't know how true that is, but it's just guy code. That's what you do. And the other one is that you always hold the door open for your girl getting into your car. You hold doors generally, but guy code, if you're with somebody, you always open the car door for them. My wife doesn't know, I say this with rabbit ears, doesn't know how to open a car door. And the reason being is she doesn't open one. That's the guy's job.
Yeah. I've actually heard a girl say that she has no idea how to pump her own gas because she's never pumped her own gas. She always had her man pump gas. So I've heard that one before.
Respect thing, yeah.
Yeah, it is a respect thing. And, I think there's a lot of guys who are guilty of not holding open the door for their woman. And, with all this whole equality thing and women always trying to, some women will actually come out and say that they are offended if you hold the door open for them, things like that. Guys, I understand we live in a crazy, crazy time where feminism is ruining the traditional man-woman roles. But just take it from me, bro. Take it from me. Don't listen to that feminist stuff. If you run across a girl who is all feminism, just avoid her. Avoid those women at all costs, number one. And because the majority of women out there, the women in mass, they still find it appreciative for you to hold their door open. Always hold the door open. Do it every single time. They do appreciate that stuff. It goes a long ways. I remember I held the door open for my girl, and another woman was in the parking lot, and she must have been watching us, and she had stopped like 3 cars away. She's standing outside by her trunk, and she kind of leaned over and said, "Wow, I didn't know guys still do that. You have a brother?" Like something along those lines. She was so shocked that she saw another man holding open a door because she clearly her man doesn't do that stuff. So it goes a long ways. Women really do appreciate that. So stop being
It's also a shit test. I mean, when you're on your first date, do that and see how she responds. If she is like floored and happy and all that, chances are things are going to get better in that area. If she's like, "Oh, I do my own door," well, she has bought into the feminist nonsense. And that if you try to have a long-term relationship with her, there's going to be that continual struggle back and forth. That's just one of those KPI, a key performance indicator of how that's going to be. I mean, and that's what guys, you should be doing. Girls too. But guys, you should be doing those kinds of things. One, because that's who you are, and two, you're shit testing. And I don't know what to call it. Shit testing, really? It's more of you're doing little things to figure out what kind of quality girl you have that you're courting at that time. But yeah,
very, very good point, man. And here's one that Lauren said again. Lauren, I appreciate your feedback, buddy. Yeah. Always sleep on the door side of the bed. Yeah, you know what? I actually do that. I will pick the side next to the door. And the reason why Lauren is saying that is because the logic behind it is if someone comes into your house uninvited, they will meet with you before they meet with your woman.
Yeah, you don't want to cross the mortgage over, having her right there. And you're like, yeah. For those of us that carry guns.
Yeah. I've got guns planted all around my house. And as a matter of fact, and this is a true story, I'm not making it up. when I'm dating a woman and we're living together, once a year, no lie, it's mandatory that once a year we do a 30-minute to an hour minute of tactical defense, tactics, if you will, where I remind her how to unload and load a weapon. I remind her how to clear a stovepipe or clear a weapon. I remind her how to drop the mag and remember that there still could be one in the chamber. I remind her where all of the weapons are hidden and stored around the house. And then we go into the bedroom. And then I say, if someone kicks our door off the hinges at 2:00 in the morning, this is what I'm going to do. And while I'm neutralizing the threat, I want you on your knee with the shotgun resting on the mattress, pointed at the doorway. The doorway is only, 2.5, 3 feet in width. You don't even have to be a crack shot. You just have to put bullets through that doorway, because the guy has to come through what I call the kill zone. He has to come through the kill zone. And if you see someone that's not me coming through that doorway, you just unload lead down the pipe. I'm probably not going to be alive, but I want to make sure that you are. So I actually go over these tactical defenses once a year with my woman. You guys should probably think about doing the same thing, because most of you guys, as I know, are responsible for the safety and protection of your loved ones. So don't assume that she knows how to use a weapon. Chances are she probably is not. Chances are your girl is probably not proficient in weapons. So I think that should be something that men do. That's just my take on it.
What another bro code thing along the pew pew arena is, if you are like older like me and your daughter brings home a boy, and have you ever thought that your duty as a man to buy them their first weapon?
I
have a story.
I can see that. I mean, I think that would be an honorable thing if I never grew up with a father, but if I did grow up with a father and my father bought me my first weapon, I would never sell it. It would be something that would be special.
Yeah, that's some. Yeah, I had that situation. My daughter's boyfriend, was his birthday, and bought him his first 12-gauge shotgun. And we sat there at the birthday thing, me showing him how to clear the basic, this is how you handle a weapon. And then I said, oh, by the way, it is now your responsibility to take care of your family.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
And that's his job. But yeah, show him give him that first gun, show him how to use it, and then say, have fun with it. And yeah, he was very appreciative of the whole thing. But I just think that's kind of a guy thing.
It is.
Pass it on.
I mean, for thousands of years, guys, the man of the household, the father, would vet the boyfriends that she brought home, and he's vetting them to see if this guy will be able to provide for my most prized possession, my daughter, and be able to protect her. It doesn't happen so much in today's world where the father will vet the men. Honestly, I think that if he did, women would pick better men. No offense, sorry, ladies, but that's the truth. Because ladies, you guys pick some awful men, but that's a whole nother podcast. But one of the traditions that we still do around here is whenever there's a wedding, the father walks his daughter down the aisle, and that symbolization is meant to be the passing of his daughter from his umbrella of protection and provision to this next man's umbrella of protection and provision. So that's a thing of honor. That's an honor amongst men. You are now expected to lay down your life for keeping that woman or your family protected from harm or danger. And so, I do think that it is a good thing to, teach your woman firearms training if she wants to learn. If she just is against it, don't force anything on her, because she's probably going to just be too scared to use it. But if she's okay with learning how to do it, man, take her to the gun range. Take her and make sure, because you can't be around at all times anyhow, and you don't want anyone messing with your woman. So I think it's a good idea. Rick says this goes a long ways, and I've had many women say that you don't see it in today's society. It was a house rule. She would not touch the door of a car or house, even if she got there first. Yeah. And my boy B.
Yeah, that shocked me. That's not a thing. Anyway.
And And B from O says, yes, that's what I was just about to say about the door. I always sit in a restaurant facing the door. I sleep on the door side the bed. So do I, man. So do I. I do not like my back when it's against the door that comes in. I want to be able to see threats should threats arrive. Yep. And then Lauren, he says, at least train them on their first weapon. There you go. Yep. So we're all in agreements. Okay. So speaking of restaurant, let's say that you guys are in a restaurant. If someone offers to pay the bill, the guy code is you offer to leave the tip.
Yes.
Okay. It's you and your girl. It's old boy and his girl. There's the 4 of you or the 6 of you, whatever the case may be. We all know that when the bill comes, you're wondering if we're going to split it or if someone's going to step up and take it. There's been many times where I'll just pay the bill because, you know, I love you. You guys are my family. You're my friends. And if someone gets to the bill before I do, you always offer to leave the tip. And when you leave the tip, listen to me. When you leave the tip, you tip well. Do not let that guy pay a $450 dinner tab and you throw $20 down, because that is a representation of that guy that just paid $450. He would never have left $20 there. You throw down $100 bill as a tip and you man up, because you were going to spend it anyhow. You're probably likely going to spend about $150 on that meal anyhow if the bill came to $450, $500. So leave a nice generous tip. If someone takes the bill, you take the tip and you tip well.
Don't be a bitch.
Don't be a bitch, man. A grunt and a nod is acceptable conversation for men. That's acceptable conversation. A grunt and a nod.
Total conversation.
We kind of talked about this one just about 4 or 5 minutes ago. Yeah. If your buddy isn't around, but his girl and his kids are, you protect them as they were your own.
Yeah, that's normal. Hopefully,
that's right, man.
Anyone in the comments think differently, and you may not want to say that you think differently, because whoever is, especially your buddies and all that stuff, is your job. Your job is to make sure everyone with you is 100% protected. They are, extensions of your blood family, and that's how you treat them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine? Guys are big about respect. Guys are big about honor. Yeah. If I was ever out with Brandy and his kids, Brandy is Dwayne's wife, and Dwayne was going to be catching up with us in 30 minutes, and we were all just hanging out waiting for Dwayne, and someone comes and says something cross to Brandy or did something cross to Brandy, I'm going to step in there and I'm going to handle it. And if I have to throw hands with this guy and I go to jail, Dwayne will be the first one there to get me out of jail. And can you imagine the appreciation I would get from him knowing that I stepped up there for his wife? So there is a pride thing, for being a man. Guys used to give up their life in the honor of countries and honor of women and honor of things like that, and we will always honor them people. So that's an unspoken guy rule. If your friend's wife or his children are around and your buddy's not, you should protect them as though they were your own.
Yeah, they're your family.
Let's say that it's the weekend. You're taking care of some tasks, and you are strapping down a strap, right? When you are strapping down a strap, it is essential for you to stand back, admiring your work, and say, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah. You smack the strap. You got to smack the strap. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Because if
that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, if you don't, it's over.
It's gonna break apart if you don't do that. You have to put your hands on your hips and go, that ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. You have to do this. Like, I think you already talked about this elsewhere, but yeah, I'll save that one.
Here's one that would be very hard, I think, for women to do, but for men, they know exactly what I'm about to say. If someone your friend loves passes away, you sit with him for as long as it takes. Yeah. Even if the two of you never say a word, you sit with him for as long as it takes.
Yeah.
And oftentimes you actually may sit there and you may not even say anything at all.
Yeah.
So that goes a long ways.
Yeah. Hours or days, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, here it comes, Dwayne. Here it comes.
No.
Here it comes.
This is actually funny because I do this every single time we're at a hibachi restaurant. So when the hibachi guy is up there, and this is you're gonna have to think to yourself, Eddie Murphy, delirious from his talk or his comedy thing. But whenever that flame hits up, you got to sit back and go, "That's a fire." Every time. Everything I have probably a couple, but I have that one. And then whenever we're at a Mexican restaurant that we always eat at, actually I do it at other places too. Whenever the waiter or waitress brings out the plate and puts it down, they always go, "Oh, plate's hot." I always grab the plate and go, "Wow, that's hot." Every time. Those are 2 unwritten rules. Yeah, whenever at the hibachi place, whenever that flame hits, you're like, "Oh, that's a fire," and you got to do it just like Eddie Murphy said it. And then whenever they say, "Oh, careful, your plate's hot," you grab the plate and you go, "Ow, that's hot." You got to do it.
Yep. So Jesse's telling inside jokes again. Threw hands at Bourbon Street for Richie's wedding. For Rich's Wendy. Yes, we did, didn't we? Richie's ex-wife, Wendy, good-looking woman, and we were at Bourbon Street nightclub, and someone smacked her ass. So that's what happened there. And it was like 4 of us versus like 4 or 5 of them, and shit got real that night. But yes, we did. Wow. We did, Jesse. Okay, let's see where I'm at. Okay, so I said dad. All right, so we're down to like the next. I don't know. I think we got like 4 more left. All right. So if your buddy is trying to take a girl home and her friend is butt ugly, you are obligated to take one for the team. Obligated. Lauren, you're obligated. Okay, Rick. You're obligated. B from O, you're obligated. You take one from the team.
And if if girls are there with you, they can become pseudo guy code, and they have to take one for the team if she's a lesbian. you got to do it. You got to do it.
Okay, let's see. And then what did you say? And then you point out to your wife and kids when you see a random mattress on the street and say, "That's what happens when you don't say that ain't going nowhere." There you go. That's it. You see? That's what happened right there.
That's what happened.
Okay, here's one, Dwayne. If you are a man at a barbecue and you're standing at the grill, the tongs must be clicked twice before usage.
Twice. Okay? Not thrice, twice.
Yes.
2 times.
You got to stand there and then you go in for flopping the meat. It must be. Otherwise, the meat is going to taste awful that day. Awful.
Or it'll blow up and it'll be a horrible day. Not once, not 3 times, twice. And it must be over the grill. There must be yes.
Credit card roulette. What does that mean? Credit card roulette for the hibachi grill.
Let's see, I guess, is it where you do like you spin the whatever and see who does the
is that like you spin it and then see who pays? Tim, I need more info, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what that one means. Okay, so if your friend calls you and says, "Bro, if my girl asks, I was with you last night," then you tell her that your boy was with you last night. Okay, that's bro code. If your boy says, if so-and-so calls, tell her I was with you, then damn it, he was with you last night. He was with you. And the final one, folks, and arguably the most important.
Okay.
If your friend has a Voltron and Transformers fetish, you are obligated to find your inner geek and play along. Even if this requires for you to shout out, "Autobots, transform and roll out."
Yes. Actually, you sound like Peter Cullen there. "Autobots, transform and roll out."
Oh man! Whenever I was trying to Google what old Optimus Prime says. I know he said Autobots something, and so I'm like Googling what does Optimus Prime say, and then I read this article. It was like top 12 things Optimus Prime says, and it went all the way down. And the very first one was number 1: Autobots, transform and roll out was the most known whatever was.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Everyone pretty much knows about his Voltron collection. If you guys don't know, just simply look behind him. The guy has every single one. But I do for sure. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. I wanted to make you guys laugh. You know, these Dwayne and I were brainstorming what the show should be this week, and we're like, man, you know what we should do? We should talk about like unspoken guy rules. And man, we had a good time putting this whole list together. So I hope you guys have a great Sunday, man. Appreciate your guys' feedback. Thank you to Tim, Bobby. Thank you to Lauren, Jesse. I love you, Jesse. Everyone else who joined in. B to O, thanks for your contributions, my friend. The Big Show podcast is going to be here again, of course, next week, just like always. And we're going to be here live at 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll see you guys. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week on the Big Show podcast. Until then.
Autobot.